Okay, Chapter 8, Lesson 7, Factoring Special Products. So this is going to go under Part 2 of your factoring notes. So if there is two terms or a binomial, what we're going to be looking for is, are they perfect squares? So the perfect squares that we know so far are 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100. So when we have this binomial, we're going to set up our two parentheses, and we're going to do the square root of the first term. And how you get x squared is by doing x times x. And the square root of the second term, which is 7. And the first one gets a plus, and the second one gets a minus. That's going to make our middle terms cancel out. So on this first one, I'll have x plus 9, x minus 9. The square root of 100 is 10, so x plus 10, x minus 10. On this one, I have to do the square root of the first term, so that would be 4n, and the square root of 25 is 5. One's a plus, one's a minus. On this next one, the square root of 36x squared is 6x, and the square root of 100y is 10y. On this one, the square root of 49 is 7x, and the square root of 36 is 6. Now, you do have to be careful and watch for ones that have a greatest common factor like this one. One of the clues that gives it away is 50 and 72 are not perfect squares. Also, they're both even. So I know that 2 is my greatest common factor. That will leave me with 36p squared minus 25. The square root of 36p squared is 6p. The square root of 25 is 5. This one they have in common 6. If I take that out, I'm left with 1 times 9 squared. 1 minus 9a squared, Square root of 1 is 1, and the square root of 9a is 3a. Here's some more examples. Again, making sure that you're looking for a perfect greatest common factor if they have it. This one has 3. 147 divided by 3 is 49. So that would be a 3 on the outside. The square root of p squared is p and p. Square root of 49 is 7. One's a plus, one's a minus. Some of these go back to window method, so we'll just do a practice here. On this one, because of the w to the 4th power, when I do factors of 9 that subtract to be 8, on this middle one, I'm going to do 9w squared and 1w squared to get that like term in the middle. Sign chart says the bigger one gets a minus, the smaller one gets a plus. So these have in common w squared minus 9, and these have in common w squared plus 1. On this one, their greatest common factor is 2t. So that would leave me with 3t squared minus 7t minus 6. So then I'm just going to put the 2t on my answer. 3t squared minus 6. And so I'm looking for factors of 18 that subtract to be 7, which are 9 and 3, 9 and 2. Sign chart says bigger one gets a minus. So these have in common t minus 3, and these have in common 3t plus 2. This one they have in common 7, which will leave me with u squared minus 4m squared. U squared is found by u times u, and 4m squared is 2m times 2m.